We're coming to you from the unceded traditional territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations here at Britannia Art Gallery to introduce to you Ulrike Zollner, an abstract artist and a painter who is currently exhibiting at the Britannia Art Gallery. Ulrike, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about your paintings?
Yes, of course I can. First of all, I want to thank you, Bernie, for organizing everything and providing the first opening at the Britannia Art Gallery.
Yeah, wasn't that lovely?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
lovely. That was quite an experience.
I didn't realize how much I missed having people come in. So,
Yeah,
and it was a good turnout. You have a lot of really good friends and people interested in your work. So that was lovely to see. So, and
yeah.
of course, we need to thank Hardico, who is actually the curator. I just step in for her. So,
Okay, yeah. Also, thank you to everyone who came, and yeah, the Britannia Art Gallery itself to just make it possible for me to show my work. I really am happy about this and I really appreciate it. Yeah, so my paintings, I'm showing 3 paintings that I painted in acrylic, and they are painted in the autumn and winter of 2021 when the whole city here was still in lockdown, and I just had moved here to Vancouver from Berlin all the way. So I really had to process my new surrounding, and which I did with a lot of walks by the water and walks in the rainforest. And basically this is how I got to know the city better, and like my introduction to the city that I now live in. What I learned, of course, especially around that time of the year, is that Vancouver is a very rainy city. In fact, it's the 3rd most rainy city, largest rainy city in whole Canada, with over, if I remember it right, 162 rainy days. And I do think I counted them all. So I'm quite sure that's true.
I'm sure it's true. Yes.
Yeah, and I was a bit naive, maybe because I thought Canada and I thought snow. So I was expecting a lot of snow, which we have in the mountains. But not here in Vancouver so much. So yeah, there was more rain than I thought there will be. And of course, this is also why the city looks so flourishing and the nature is so amazing. But I would say I struggled a bit in the beginning because yeah, it really determined my social life, which got canceled a lot because of rain checks. And then I was just here at home looking out of the window and seeing like people washing the streets, washing the weed away with their power wash while it was pouring rain. So I really realized, wow, this is going to be a really wet situation. And then I remembered, yeah, we all are made at least out of 70% of water. So I was just trying to ease into it, maybe even try to connect with the rain in a form of like that I am so fluid myself within me, just trying to vibe with it basically. And I think I realized in that moment that I'm like in sort of a synesthesia with Vancouver. So I heard all these like various rain sounds every day, and I really learned they are all very different, like depending on the amount and the intensity. And so I just started painting, and what came out were like these 3 paintings that I'm showing in the show now, which is called Waterworlds of Abstraction, because they're all painted abstract, because I couldn't really depict the feeling that I was feeling about all of this in a way that is not abstract, that would have been like objectively. So I chose that way, which is for me also like a journey, because I am actually an illustrator and I usually draw like very specific scenes and people. So I was like really trying to process everything around me by like giving my feelings and my emotions a lot of room. Yeah, and
yes. So tell us about one of your pieces.
yeah, I want to talk about the one that's called Second Beach, that has a lot of like green and blue, and it has like some like small chunks of very strong red, very vibrant red. And I think this is a painting that really is able to like I was really able to capture there that this like is like a very juicy feeling that I have here, like, because the water is not only like the water that comes from the sky, of course, it's like all the plants, like everything is looks so alive and just so well soaked that I think I was really trying to depict also the communication that the colors are having here with one another, with being wet, and how it like intensifies color. That's why I also used acrylic colors to work with, because I feel like I wanted something water-based and I really wanted to close that circle of water. That's what that was affecting me. Another painting that I'm showing is called Desert Drive, which is quite the opposite, maybe almost like a longing that I had after a while for dryness and dustiness, which I never thought I would have in my life. But at one point, everything was just so wet that it was almost like, yeah, I almost wanted to be in the desert, which is like not that far from here. I mean, it's like still quite far, but like, you know, there's this area where people just drive around here in the desert. And I think I needed to like counter paint this to like balance me out again in a way, or to like have also like the warmer tones in my painting again, like brown and like radishes, yellow, oranges. And so I thought they were going really well with each other. I made also the Desert Drive as quite a small piece, and the other two pieces are way bigger. So I liked like the contrast that I created there, and that the conversation that they had with each other. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ulrike. That's wonderful. So we want to let people know that if they want to come down and see your work, it's better always to see it in person. You can do so by checking the hours on the website. That's Britannia Art Gallery at 1661 Napier Street in the heart of East Vancouver. And if you want to get a hold of Ulrike and chat with her about her work, or if you're interested in a piece of her work, you can get in touch with her through Instagram at Artist from Berlin, all one word. That's on Instagram at Artist from Berlin. Thank you, Ulrike, for coming down and chatting with us.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.